Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey, y'all. It's me, Tamara. Yes, studio audience. Make it do what it do, baby. Yes, thank you. So, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all my new listeners, new episodes drop every Thursday. I usually talk about my life, my interests, and the ways I'm trying to grow. So come on back through, you feel me? And for all my day 1, 2, 7, 33, 190, psych, we didn't even get there yet. So 100, episode 100. Wherever y'all came in, thank you so much for your continued support. If you're not, you should totally follow me on social media, and the link to that is in the episode notes. And also, if you're not, you should totally subscribe to my YouTube channel. And here are 3 reasons why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. 1, it's free 99 for you to subscribe, so it literally costs you nothing to support me in that way. 2, early content access. So 95% of the time, the episode is uploaded to YouTube on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And even if it's not exactly at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, that's why I said 95% of the time, it still goes up earlier than the audio upload. And then 3, if you have a YouTube channel, I will subscribe as well because it's mutually beneficial around these parts, you feel me? So the link to that is in the episode notes as well. Guys, welcome. Merry Christmas belated, y'all. I have really sucked this holiday season at remembering to wish y'all holiday greetings when I record. It's like the holiday will be coming up, and I'll know that it's coming up. And then for some reason, when I get to recording, I just completely forget to give y'all holiday greetings and all that good stuff. So I don't even know if y'all care about that, but I apologize nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want y'all to have a Merry Christmas. And guess what, guys? Have a Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? Because New Year's Day is about to come up. New Year's Eve is coming up. All that good stuff. So happy holidays. It is a wild week from like Christmas to New Year's. It's just really weird because like even with my daughters, they didn't work Monday because of the holiday or whatever. They don't work Friday. So it's just like I work my normal work schedule, you know what I'm saying? Since the holidays have been on Sunday, that's my day of rest. So, I'm, business as usual or whatever. But for them and even for my son, it's just interesting seeing like the days off and all that good stuff. It's been a lot of peopling, as I said last week. Christmas weekend was no different. We had Christmas Eve service on Saturday. I went to that. Then I went to a friend of mine's house for charcuterie and drinks and games. And I helped her wrap her kids' Christmas presents because, her words, she's not the greatest at wrapping gifts. And I love to wrap Christmas gifts. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but they look nice. You know what I'm saying? And so that was fun, but there's a lot of peopling, you know what I'm saying? And then Christmas Day, we actually went to my daughter's boyfriend's family's house for dinner. And so, just more peopling or whatever. But at the end of the day, I love Christmas because the Christmas lights. I got to see people at Christmas service because my church has 2 services. And so I go to the 11 o'clock. There's also a 9 o'clock service. And so if somebody goes to the 9 o'clock service, you may not see them. And so there are people that I hadn't seen in a while that I just happened to run across at Christmas Eve service. So it was really good to just see people that I haven't seen in a while. This one lady who, it's funny because there are people that I call my parents for various reasons. We're not going to get into the whole story, but they'll be younger than me though. And so her and her husband was a couple that we did this skit, and I was the child and they were the parents or whatever. So ever since then I've called them mom and dad. They didn't even have kids at that point. Now they have 4 kids. But I randomly saw her. She no longer goes to my church. They go to a different church. But apparently her parents go to my church. But anyways, it was a surprise to see her, and she's like, "Daughter," and I'm like, "Mom." And like, this holiday season has been really weird. Like, it's been good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time it's been really weird. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's seasonal depression or whatever, but from Thanksgiving to, I won't say New Year's Day, it just ends, but sometime in January, I just really struggled. You know what I'm saying? And this holiday season, it seems like worse. And it could have been easier to just not go to any of the things that I went to this holiday season, because there were so many things. Even last week, when I went to the Christmas party for the creative team and my niece's birthday party, there were just so many things coming against me. I was late to both of those events, you know what I'm saying? But I've been very intentional about acting in the opposite spirit. Like, I really haven't felt like doing any of the holiday stuff, but I know that, it's better to do the opposite of what I feel, go be around the people that I know love and care about me and all that good stuff, instead of just sitting in the house and being frustrated about whatever, or just in my feelings, or just whatever. But then still having my alone time, you know what I'm saying? So, what I really love right now at the time of this recording, shout out to 12 Kyle, it is not Sunday because I did not record on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's actually Tuesday, and all of my kids are at work. And so I love that they have shifted jobs for the older two, and have the work scheduled to where the girls work 9 to 6, they work together. My son works 10 to 7, but we're down to one car right now, as I've said before. So I take everybody at the same time. And then, I can't obviously make my son get off earlier. So I'll go back out and get him after I pick the girls up, because they don't work that far from us or whatever. But it's just the whole point of having just time to myself again before I go meet with clients, because now I'm meeting with clients Monday through Friday. I think I said this before. It used to be that there'd be like certain days that I didn't meet with clients, usually Tuesday and Thursday. Not complaining though, because I need the money. I got real bills, you feel me? Plus, we're rebuilding, as I've said before. And so it's really great, though, that I've been in this house by myself for the last several hours, just by myself. You know what I'm saying? So that was Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into Tamara's takeaway of the week. And I had to make some notes because I want to make sure I get this right. So, if you're on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, or if you at least are aware of what's going on in the world, then you know that whenever Elon Musk bought Twitter, okay? And so what you may or may not know about is Twitter Blue. So that's this week's Tamara's takeaway story. Now, let me give you some background information on Twitter Blue. I've had Twitter Blue for a while, and the reason that I got it is literally just because you can upload videos up to 10 minutes. And for my company videos, some of them, actually a lot of them, would be longer than I think it's 2 minute and 20-second cap that Twitter has for just regular Twitter users. And so when I saw that as a feature, that's dope. Plus, there's the ability to undo a tweet. Like, you have like 30 seconds or whatever time frame you choose to undo the tweet so you could edit it. Then they added an edit feature. So you could actually tweet a tweet, and then for up to 30 minutes, if you see a typo, that's usually why I would edit stuff. If I put it out there, I put it out there because I don't put anything out there that I don't want out there. You know what I'm saying? But typos would be the reason that I would want to edit. And so you could edit for up to 30 minutes. So the edit feature was kind of new, but the longer videos feature was literally the only reason that I paid for Twitter Blue, because from a company standpoint, for $2.99 a month is what it was, you know what I'm saying? $2.99 a month. And that's not too bad for an app. And then there are other little features like you could customize the navigation bar at the bottom. So I did that. You could choose different Twitter icons, and there's other features that I didn't get into, but those were the features that I liked. Most importantly, though, I did like that I could edit my tweets, but even more importantly, I love that I could upload longer videos for my company purposes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so like I said, Elon Musk bought Twitter, and we have seen it has been just a lot of things happening. There was, oh, Twitter's going, he let go of a lot of people, which I've heard of people, letting go of previous leadership or whatever when they come take over. So that's not necessarily unheard of. I did a little bit of research because some article popped up or whatever. So they actually got a severance package if they were let go and just different things like that, right? Now, you have to actually go look and see that. You're not necessarily going to see that on the tweets. Okay, cool. Then there was some weird stuff where he was trying to say we can't have. So Linktree is what I use in my bios on all my social media because then you go there and you can get access to everything that's related to me, my content, company, whatever. He was trying to say for a little while we can't have that in the bio. We can't put links to other social media. That quickly went away. So with Twitter Blue, he raised the price to $8 at whatever point for whoever was newly signing up for Twitter Blue. So that never affected me initially, right? Then I got some weird like pop-up notification when I went to get on the app. I can't remember when this was, but that's irrelevant. Saying that the price was going to go up, okay, but that they were canceling my current existing subscription of $2.99. So they were canceling that, and that they were going to have some new options for me to choose from, okay? New options, plural, meaning more than one option was going to be available, because if you only had one option, it's not really an option. It's this is what you're going to take. But they said options for me to choose from. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what they on. There was no options. It was the new price is going to be $8. Then it was the new price is going to be $11. And when I was getting my facts together for this episode, it's really weird because if I go on my MacBook and click on Twitter Blue, it says $8. But if I go on my iPhone and click on Twitter Blue, it says $11. Nevertheless, that is an over 200% and over 300% increase in price. So there's that. There's this whole thing now where you can be verified. The way they used to do it before, I don't even know. I would only see like celebrities or news personalities or even maybe some influencer or whatever would be verified on Twitter, just like Instagram. I don't know what the process is. I never cared about any of that. But now with Twitter Blue, part of the big push that Elon is pushing is that you can be verified if you have a verified phone number or something like that. So I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Let me read you the other features though, which is crazy because a lot of these features were already there. So you like super duper increase the price for stuff that's already there. Like it says, coming soon, post longer videos. I've been doing that the entire time I had Twitter Blue. It says get early access to select new features. So I did get early access to the edit function or whatever because I don't think everybody had it. I know like regular Twitter users didn't have it, but I don't even think all Twitter Blue users had it. But I don't know. I know I had it. It says coming soon, rocket to the top of replies, mentions, and search if you're a verified person. I don't really care about that. See half the ads. That's pretty cool, but I don't care about that enough to pay $8 or $11 for it. So edit tweet, you can edit a tweet up to 5 times within 30 minutes. I don't know how many times you can edit it before, but either way, the edit function is not necessarily new. We could do that with Twitter Blue before, at least I could. NFT profile pictures. I've been seeing people do that for a while, so I don't know if that was exclusive to Twitter Blue because you couldn't tell who had Twitter Blue before. Now you'll be able to know because they'll be verified. And then it says 1080p video uploads. I don't know if that's newer or whatever, but here's the thing. There should be an option for those of us who don't care about a blue check mark. And I actually tweeted at Elon Musk. I don't usually tweet at anybody. That's a lie, because when on Facebook, I'll not tweet, but I'll tag people. So that's a lie. Let me not even get to lying. But I tweeted at him and I'm like, hey, you should have an option for those of us who don't care about Twitter Blue, because as much as I want to upload longer videos, man, paying $8 for an app, like, or 11, whatever the price is, like, listen, Janae pays for Hulu, right? So like I pay for the internet, and we all pay for different streaming services, and it's been that for a while. It's just I didn't have to pay for the internet at my mom's house, because I'm like, well, I'm only gonna pay for this and this, and if y'all want beyond that, so that's kind of how we do it. Okay, so when I was paying for Hulu, I was not paying for Hulu without ads. Regular TV has ads. It just is what it is. Janae didn't want ads, and Janae is paying for Hulu. So we are living this luxurious lifestyle right now where I don't have to watch ads on Hulu. My point of bringing that up, though, is that while I will pay for certain things, man, paying extra money just for whatever, I'm kind of picky about that. And it has nothing to do with income or whatever. That's just how I've always been. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't see paying $8 or $11 for Twitter just to upload longer videos. So Elon Musk, Tamara's takeaway is that if you don't care about good customer service, just say that. Because the reality is that I should have been grandfathered in with the price that I had, because I had Twitter Blue for a long time. That's number one. And maybe you didn't want to do that, although a lot of companies will do something like that. There should be other options for people who don't care about that blue check mark, because I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, if you click on it, it shows why you have the blue check mark. So those that are like celebrities, news personalities, and all that who have had Twitter Blue forever, if you click on it, it'll say legacy account. This account may or may not be notable, which I think is kind of petty, because he knows they were notable, but whatever. Whereas now, if somebody has a blue check mark, it says verified because they pay for Twitter Blue or something like that. So it's kind of like, I don't care about that, but what I cared about was uploading longer videos. But again, Elon Musk, Tamara's takeaway is that if you don't care about good customer service, just say that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what else. Speaking of more first world problems, I don't know if this is going to be a new segment, but these are definitely first world problems that have been irritating me as of lately. One, in the winter time, layers and trying to go to the bathroom is so annoying. Now, here in Nebraska, where the temperatures, man, last week it was like negative 37 with the wind chill or whatever. So layers are necessary in the winter. It's annoying going in some of my clients' houses, like, and I get it, and I'll respect the rules that they have, because there's a no shoe policy in my house too, and there's snow all on the ground and all this stuff, and so you don't want water tracked through your house, blah blah blah. I get it. But having to take my shoes off going into people's houses, that's annoying. Mainly because this one pair of boots that now I'm just not going to wear them on the days that I have to meet with this one specific client, because it's their house that I have to take my shoes off at. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, these boots are annoying to put on and off. So I don't be trying to do all that, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. Let's get into some more first world problems. Okay, so I told y'all how I got my TV from storage or whatever. And like, okay, so I don't know where my remote control is, because we didn't get everything from storage. I told y'all that whole thing with mouse droppings. Our schedules have been all over the place. The girls are off a little bit more because of Christmas break. We were going to try to do it we were going to try to do it the Friday before Christmas, but then it was like negative 37 degrees, and so it's just not that serious, you know what I'm saying? And so we haven't really gotten all of our stuff. I don't even know where that remote control is anyway. Who knows if it's not in a box that has been tainted by mouse dropping. So I just went out and bought a universal remote, because I did find an app on my phone that, could be a remote control or whatever. But for one, I'm not about to pay no $4.99 a month for a remote control when using the remote control hinders me from using my cell phone. So there's that. Number two, it only had certain functions or whatever for the free version. And then number three, bruh, I could push like two buttons and all these ads would pop up. And I get it. The ads are there because I'm not paying for it. But like, it was very extreme. So I went and bought a universal remote, which are actually like not even that expensive. The most expensive one that I saw was like 15 bucks. So they're not even that expensive. So I got a universal remote. Okay, so I have a smart TV, and this is where I messed up, y'all. Where I messed up is the fact that I don't have an Apple TV. Never really thought about that in life. I have a Sony and whatever other brand is the other one. But the one in my room is a Sony TV. And so I never really thought about getting an Apple TV. Why I say this is where I messed up, because while Apple is limited in some things, like I know that you can use different apps on like Android or Samsung or whatever it's called that you can't use on iPhone. Like they're sometimes picky about stuff like that. However, Apple products really work well together. Like me having an iPhone and me having a MacBook makes work so easy because I could airdrop or I could share passwords or I can access stuff through the iCloud and all this stuff. And maybe Samsungs can do that with desktops. I don't know how that works because I've had iPhone forever, and so it is what it is. So I know if I had an Apple TV, like everything would be going way more smoothly. But because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Listen, because my TV has been in storage for 18 months or whatever, right? And so it hasn't been updated. It made me redo the password for Google Play. Like, why am I even using Google Play, first of all? See, this is where I messed up with the Apple TV, but that's okay. Maybe re-enter all the passwords for everything. And so, like, entering passwords on a TV when you don't have a keyboard, like for my Roku on the other TV, there's an app on your phone, but it's free. And so I would use the keypad on my phone to enter passwords because then I could just type it in like I'm texting. But my TV don't have that option. I don't know if it has an option for a keyboard, but it's okay. It's not that serious to be buying a keyboard for my TV. I don't know. Well, whatever. It ain't that serious. And then every app had to be updated, and it was just so annoying. Again, first world problems because I'm complaining about updating apps on my smart TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it reminds me of texting back in the day. Like, back in the day before they had the keyboard and all that, back when you used to have to be like 333 426 or whatever to like make a word. I didn't text back then because no, I was not about to be doing all that. It wasn't until they progressed in technology to have keyboards and all that. And even then, I still didn't like texting in the beginning or whatever. Like, I'm from the day where, I mean, Zach Morris phone, you know what I'm saying? For the old school Saved by the Bell watchers, like, that's what was going on when I was coming up and cell phones were first coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Trying to enter these passwords into my TV was so freaking annoying. We got it done though. Praise the Lord. Won't he do it? But still, it was annoying. You know what I'm saying? Now, rebuilding. Let's get into that because I told y'all how a mouse got into our storage unit and a lot of stuff is RIP and it just is what it is. But the cool thing is we got a new pot and pan set, so that's exciting because we've been in here with just like paper plates, plastic cups, and just eating stuff that doesn't require us to actually like cook, which was kind of annoying, but it just is what it is. So I've been able to cook. It's and the thing I think I said this last week is that a lot of stuff I've had forever anyway. So in some ways I'm like, okay, whatever. I like the pot set that I got. It was on sale. So I was able to get like 20 pieces for like 80 bucks and it's good quality stuff. T-foul this or something, whatever that I found at Target. And then the dope thing, and I don't remember if I said this last week, But the dope thing is that Janae got some gift cards from work, and so I didn't even actually have to pay the full price for it because she used part of her gift cards, and so then I was able to get a new pot set and then go grocery shopping and all that good stuff, because obviously none of this stuff was budgeted for as part of our move. So it's just been kind of wild, but it is what it is. I'm excited. We have pots and pans. I actually really like cooking in this house because the kitchen is big and open, and so the apartment that we were in, it was not that way at all. There's an island in the middle, there's a double oven and all this stuff. So like I actually like cooking in this kitchen. My stove is like one of those, it's an electric stove, but it's like one of those glass ones or whatever. So like there's eyes, but they're underneath the glass or whatever material it is. And I had a stove like that before in a previous house, and I didn't really like it, but now I kind of appreciate it. I'm more of a gas stove and oven kind of person, but I have no choice in this house. And so I actually kind of appreciate, because if something like boils over and spills, it's easy to clean up because it's just a flat surface, you know what I'm saying? So I actually kind of appreciate it. So it's been cool to be back to like cooking and stuff like that, because I'm not gonna say I didn't cook at my mom's house, but I mean like cooking in this house. You know what I'm saying? It's been cool to get into that. And then y'all, whoo, the Tam special. My OG listeners know I used to record every episode on that Tam special. So what the Tam special is, it's coffee, you know what I'm saying? Some sort of creamer, and then a coffee liqueur, or sometimes just rum, you know what I'm saying? And so my Tam special was my thing because it's this balance of the coffee with the caffeine, but then the alcohol. So then it's just this just balance, you know what I'm saying? I had not had a Tam special since I left my apartment, I want to say. And it's crazy because I want to say it was last birthday, but I can't remember if it was last birthday or this birthday, but I'm pretty sure, yep, it was last birthday. The crew got me some. So when I say the crew, the pod crew, for those of y'all that don't know, so shout out to Audrey, Jay, Chris, and Autumn, you know what I'm saying? But they got me some, like these 6 little shooter things that was like coffee liqueur or whatever, and I've been saving them ever since because I was like, I'm going to enjoy them when I move. Now, did I think it was going to take 18 months to move? Hell no, you know what I'm saying? Because I probably would have drank them a while ago, but I'm actually glad because it's like this, being back to the Tam special just lets me know. It just makes me feel like I'm at home, which I am at home. And so I had my first Tam special last night, and I was like, man, this was everything that I remembered that I loved about it. And it just like made me so happy. So, like, even though we don't have everything that we need in this house, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have like plates, cups. I've been using like paper plates, plastic cups, and all that because nobody was expecting to have to buy all of this stuff. But at the same time, I'm not tripping because at the end of the day, even though I'm on my air mattress, you feel me? I'm on my air mattress in my house. And this house is dope, you know what I'm saying? And as I walk in every room that's empty because we don't have any furniture, it's like I just kind of look around and look at the vision that I want for the space. And so what I do know about this house, and I told my kids that, is like since we have to start all over, I'm going to be like more intentional about how I decorate and set up every room. Like I have a vision for each space. Like I've been looking on furniture websites and just different things to get like inspiration because I just have like I know the color scheme that I want and how it's going to kind of play out in each room. But it's like if we could go however long without and be okay, and I'm not saying this is going to take years to happen at all, but I'm just saying like it doesn't all have to happen today. You know what I'm saying? And so the rebuild is going to rebuild, you feel me? But the Tam special is back, y'all. Okay, so let's get into the weekly wisdom segment. And one of the things that God has really been teaching me in the past week is the importance of not having unrealistic expectations for people. Like, especially when it comes to like communication and boundaries and all this thing, because if anybody knows me, they know that is extremely important to me. And it's mainly because I lived a lot of my life without having healthy boundaries because of various different reasons and not being taught how to establish them. You know what I'm saying? And so, one of the things I've noticed about me is I can be very almost like judgmental of, but definitely at the very least get extremely frustrated when people don't know how to communicate well or I don't want to say don't respect boundaries because that's a little bit different, but the big thing is communication. Like people who don't know how to communicate, I get, especially if it's somebody that's talking to me. I'm not talking about my kids with this. Let me clarify that. Because as their parent, it's part of my job to help equip them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about that. And if I'm honest, my kids are way more advanced than I was at their ages as far as boundaries and all that stuff, just because of what's been instilled in them by me, but also by their dads. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even say that about my kids, even if I wanted to, but I'm not talking about them. I get very frustrated though with like people who can't communicate, especially if it's somebody that I need you to communicate well. But I'm realizing that one, not only can I not have unrealistic expectations of people, but when I started thinking about like just the patience that God has with me, right? The grace that He has for me, because I have not always been the woman that be on this mic, you know what I'm saying? And even the woman that's on this mic still has struggles that like I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this again. And then time will go by and somehow here I am doing again the very thing that I said I wasn't gonna do again. But the grace and the patience that God has for me, right? I appreciate that. But then on that same thought process, if I'm supposed to be a reflection of His love and His character, how can I not extend that same grace and patience to others? So, one, can't have unrealistic expectations for people, but then also, two, I need to be a lot more humble and I need to have more grace and more patience because, again, I need to reflect the same grace and patience that is extended to me. So, that's what I got for y'all this week. Make sure you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Be healthy in your relationships. Again, I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a happy new year and all that good stuff. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for